my exes.
Acting by night. Keep going crazy.
Show off your skin, that shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, hitting your base. Racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Your favorite artist is in a parasitic relationship with the soul-sucking, energy-harvesting, destiny-swapping, draining, insidious incubus spirit and demonic man. How else can you explain Halle Bailey, the Hollywood starlet, Disney princess, Spielberg classic movie star, America's sweetheart and Beyonce's protege, suddenly suffering from weight gain, body image issues, mental illness?
Right now, currently, I am a little bit thicker than I usually am. And I don't really know. I feel really insecure about it a little bit.
Messy custody battles and public legal issues. Or why Cardi B, who is the first female rapper to have 2 #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100, who is a Grammy award-winning artist whose debut album sold over 8 million copies, is constantly crashing out online and suddenly feels so insecure that she takes that 8-year-long hiatus before releasing new music.
The male incubus be the worst. They be the worst predators. That's why you gotta be careful when you walk around here in the world. It's because the male incubus men preying on the weak, preying on the young, preying on the vulnerable.
Incubus is a male demon that likes to have intercourse with women. He likes to impregnate women spiritually with bondage and depression and a spiritual offspring.
Imagine getting into a relationship with an incubus/warlock and you have no idea.
Or how Sky Jackson, Keke Palmer, and a CBS receipt-long list of other up-and-coming Black starlets who have blemishless images, spotless reputations, and critically acclaimed track records and resumes, who had careers who were on a solid upward trajectory, suddenly have plateaued after dating, entering relationships, and having children with their problematic partners.
One example of destiny swapping is Offset and Cardi B. It's an entity that's attached to that person that is trying to get to that person's destiny.
So talk about the situation with Halle and DDG. DDG is trying to destiny swap with her.
Let's get to how Black women have to be very careful with the men we deal with, because many of them are energy vampires and are simply a wolf in sheep's clothing. They really are just an incubus spirit and are guilty of extrapolating young, beautiful, and successful women of their energy, talent, skills, and capabilities in order to swap destinies with them. So let's unpack this topic tonight, and before we get to Halle and DDG, let's discuss some other examples, specifically how this is so common. This has become a whole trending topic on TikTok. Okay, so for our audio listeners, the trending topic is on TikTok and it involves women posting before and after photos, with the caption being, "Every time I consider another relationship, I remember what happened last time." Okay. And what we just watched is a series of multiple beautiful women sharing stunning before photos of themselves, glowing, hydrated, fit and fabulous, beautiful while single, then showing after pictures of them becoming a shell of themselves after dating these men with destiny swapping incubus energy. So in this trend, we can literally see these women losing their glow and being drained of their shine. And what's a recurrent theme we notice here? There's several. First is massive weight gain. Some of these women are unrecognizable. And we know anxiety and depression causes this, stress and having high cortisol, self-soothing with food as a result will cause massive weight gain. We see acne as well. Stress and hormonal issues lead to this. And the result in most of these is hair loss as well, because when a woman is experiencing mental anguish in a relationship, she wears it physically and it can cause her hair to fall out. So men will often meet vibrant, young, and beautiful women and will literally steal their glow, exploit them due to their aura, and suck them dry of their positive energy. There is a reason why, statistically, married women live shorter lives on average in comparison to single women, and why married men are the exact opposite and they live longer on average in comparison to unmarried ones. There's also a reason why married men tend to be more successful and stable and to make more money on average when they have wives. And a lot of these guys realize that they are nothing without the love, affection, stability, nurturing, and feminine energy women provide, especially Black women. We possess a je ne sais quoi that no other group of women have. I've dated a man before who, after we broke up, all of a sudden he's a member at my church. He's friends with my friends. And of course, all of that went to the white side after I withdrew my energy. But my point is, many of these guys are devoid of love and light. They're losers with a dead-end trajectory. They're also unintelligent. So they see young, smart, driven Black women who are destined for greatness. And they'll strategically align themselves with you in order to usurp your energy and to destiny swap with you. So they strategically partner with you and utilize incubus energy, utilizing X, utilizing intimacy, often impregnating you to trap you so that they can utilize your innate aura, power, and potential to live out your trajectory.
In the name of all that is holy, would you look at Karen Smith's gym clothes?
Of course, all the plastics are in the same gym class. Where are the plastics?
They're teen royalty. If North Shore was Us Weekly, they would always be on the cover.
We run, hey, 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 what's happening?
That one right there is Ayanna Van Zant. She's one of the dumbest people you'll ever meet. I sat next to her in law school last year and she told me I should date our bus driver. And that funny looking one over there, that's Tyler Perry. She expects women to cape and coddle broke men because she was one and we turned her into a billionaire. She also tells successful Black women to date who can pay the light bill because she secretly does the same thing. And evil takes a human form in Nicki Minaj. She's male-identified and male-worshipping, so hates other women who look like her.
Is it the thanks that I get for putting you bitches on?
She hates Black women so much, she even defends predators and married ones. She even victim blames and makes fun of DV survivors.
I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot.
Lie on a dead mama, lie on a dead mama, lie on a dead mama.
Are you tired of constantly being bullied by mules and mean girls? Are you sick of being told to lessen your standards and to ride or die? Are you exhausted from tolerating anything just to say you got a man? Then you're in the right place. Join the Lexus Exodus Patreon private community to meet like-minded divested women who prioritize self first. In my Patreon, you will participate in exclusive lives, get access to exclusive content, get access to a private community of other divested women, and much, much more. Join us by visiting patreon.com/LexusExodus. See you soon. Let's also get to Kash Doll, who I believe this is happening to as well.
but something you're known for is being that girl.
Okay.
Hair is always laid.
I like being that girl.
You are that girl.
So what about it? Let's talk about it.
Being that girl, hair is always laid.
Thank
It's
you.
always fitting. Jewels are always jewelry. All of that. And I was just saying, you're like a natural beauty.
Oh, thank you.
Like your bare face, like your
really
real
appreciate
hair.
That.
All of that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
My man do not want me to wear no makeup.
I was gonna say, because people have been saying since y'all got together, don't worry, we gonna get to him, but people have been saying since y'all got together, you've been like bare face, real hair. Is that accurate to say that since you got together, you've been embracing that more, or?
Well, I always embraced it. You know, I know, well, I'm not conceited or anything, but I do know I look good without it.
Right.
You know, I'm confident within myself, but I just know, as an entertainer, that's a part of my routine. Get your hair done, get your makeup done, look all the way polished.
Okay, so in this clip, she talks about sporting a more natural look, no makeup, and her natural hair because that's what her new boyfriend prefers. And before we get to what I think is happening here, let me ask y'all a question. When you think of Kash Doll, what do y'all think of when it comes to her brand? I'll wait. I want y'all to type in the chat a few words that describe what her brand is aligned with. Because when I think of Kash Doll, I think of baddie aesthetic. I think of Meg Thee Stallion, Lotto, Jada Wada. I think of beat faces, perfect eyebrows, snatched waists. I think of full mink lashes, immaculately decorated long nails, long bundles, designer bags, flashy jewelry, and expensive clothing. Baddie is literally her brand. She got famous for being a stripper, God's sake, not a plain Jane. Her name is Kash, which literally means money, and doll like a Barbie doll. So her brand is literally to look beautiful and to look glamorous and done up. I mean, even if you look up her name, you'll see a hashtag trending saying Kash Doll hairstyles don't ever miss, because she's known for her edges being laid and her wigs being perfect. She even started a trend where the girls is going to their stylists here in the Midwest asking for Kash Doll curls. So y'all know I'm in Ohio. I'm in the Midwest as well, which is just a few hours away from Detroit. I'm not sure how it is everywhere else, but girls here is taking her picture to stylists to get her looks recreated. So does being dry, barefaced, no hair, no lashes, no nails, and no makeup go with that brand? Absolutely not. And let's delve deeper and discuss this from a marketing perspective. Y'all know I have a master's in marketing and communication. Her brand is being polished and on point and being a baddie. Like she said verbatim in this clip, she said herself. And she literally just did an interview with the biggest Black blog, biggest platform, the Shade Room that exists today, looking plain Jane and looking the exact opposite with none of that appeal that she's known for. This is off brand with her. You know, when I think of natural hair and natural faces, I'm thinking of the Granola Girlies, Jill Scott, India Arie, Alicia Keys. And there's a lane for that, and that's cool. And she looks beautiful either way. But those of us who know Kash Doll know that that's never been her. And she openly said it's all because of her new man that she's dating. And I hate this for her. That's that incubus energy draining energy we see happening quite often in these relationships. I've experienced it. It's like you met me as a baddie and were attracted to me in the first place with beautiful wigs and long hair and makeup and sexy outfits. But now that you got me, suddenly you want to change that about me. And you don't like that no more. You like natural girls. Well, that's not what attracted you to me. So no, it's given. You really don't want me to look too appealing because you don't want another man to snatch me up. And I'm hoping for the best for Kash Doll. I have an affinity for my chocolate girlies. Like I said, her hometown is just a few hours away from me. But this likely won't end well for her. And I do hope, though, that she's able to catch this before it gets to the point where she's so energy drained that she's unrecognizable, like the TikTok trend we just watched and many of the other women that we'll discuss tonight. Let's get to Naomi Osaki, who's experienced this energy harvesting as well.
Naomi Osaka and Corday are breaking up. Rapper Corday and tennis champion Naomi have been together for 4 years. The two just welcomed their baby girl into the world, and now Corday might be walking away. Things were getting shaky back in October when Naomi posted on Instagram. that she just wanted someone that will watch the sunset with her. Naomi even went as far as deleting pictures of her and Corday from her Instagram. The birth of their daughter was supposed to bring them closer, but maybe being a father has become too much for Corday, or maybe Naomi's mental health has made it hard for her to love. One thing for certain is, leaving your baby mother after she just gave birth is savage.
I know all losses stink, but are they harder now than they used to be?
Yeah.
Question to your right.
Why is that? I guess just to follow up.
I mean, I think as time goes on, I feel like I should be doing better. But also, I kind of talked about this before, maybe a couple years ago or maybe recently, I'm not sure, but I hate disappointing people. So, like, even with Patrick, I was thinking this just now, but like, he goes from working with like the greatest player ever to like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Sorry for cursing. I hope I don't get fined. But
Can we just do one more English question before Japanese, please? Do you want to take a minute? Yeah, come on.
I'm just gonna be a negative human being today. I'm so sorry. Like, I have nothing positive to say about myself, which is something I'm working on. I think, yeah. I mean, it was my daughter's birthday, so I was happy about that this week. But other than that, it's just today I'm just constantly replaying the match now.
Okay, and we know that since then, Corday has knocked her up, did a hit and run, a pump and dump, and left her a single baby mama. And since then, she's become a shell of her former self. Okay, and under these clips, the comments say, Nike is definitely dropping her soon. She should have stayed focused on her career instead of chasing love. Now she's stuck with a child and can't train like she once did. Corday ruined her sports career. Someone else said, I'll never forgive Corday. He's wrong as F for getting her pregnant just to leave her and her daughter. Another woman says, when a man steals your spark, heartbreak emoji. Another person says she looks drained. And then another person says Corday ruined her life. He totally messed up her energy. And y'all can call it a man stealing her spark or stealing her glow and ruining her life. I'm going to call it what it is. It's that incubus energy harvesting. It's that destiny swapping. So this girl went from literally being known as a top tennis performers to now shoulder slumped over, in shambles, literally in tears, about to break down and looking like a shell of her former self. Let's also get to Cardi B, who was also experiencing this as well.
Yo, you such a ass nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die slow. Nigga. I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, you gotta think of me. When I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit.
It's graphic.
And this nigga started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer, there's a renewed divorce paper, right? I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. He stood up my kids 3 times. He has seen Blossom only like 5 times. And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my phone. Nobody call me.
It's giving warlock energy. It's giving energy harvesting. It's giving parasitic sinners vampire energy. It's giving be careful who you invite in, young women listening, especially young Black women who harness magical, majestic energy. I want y'all to listen carefully. How do you go from a Grammy Award winner, highly decorated, record-breaking artist, one of the biggest artists on the planet, to now only being seen publicly every other day, crashing out on the internet every 5 seconds? How do you go from covering magazines like Vogue and walking down red carpet events, appearing in movies alongside A-listers, to catching charges from beating up side chicks your ninja cheated with? How do you go from selling 8 million records on your debut album to suffering from so much anxiety and insecurity about your capabilities? You don't release another album for almost a decade. Child. So Cardi just now announced a September release date for her sophomore album. Invasion of Privacy was released in 2018. That's 8 years ago, y'all. Almost a decade. This is classic textbook Incubus energy. And let's be clear, Offset was not around during the glow up. He wasn't around when her teeth was all messed up and she was looking crazy, messing with that DJ on Love and Hip Hop. He swooped up in right after the fact. So he recognized her star power and her trajectory and came in like a thief in the night, hurried and love bombed her and impregnated her, married her, right on the precipice of her career taking off. Right after Bodak Yellow and the millions and the fame and the brand deals started to come in. Trapped her with multiple children. Just like he said, you my baby mama, I won. Now this ninja got his filthy hand out, suing her for alimony after the fact. After cheating on her and humiliating her, and after she's experienced assault charges for fighting the women that he's had these side relationships with. That's that Incubus spirit, y'all. He understood the Migos was on his last leg and nobody was checking for them. Wasn't nobody checking for no damn Offset. So he intentionally sought Cardi B to ride her coattails and to come up off her fame too, and to be able to exploit her of her energy talents and her star power. Cardi even talked about how she's tried very hard to help him, doing features on his trash music as favors. She's even talked about how him and his mother stole millions from her. Side note, let's not get it twisted. People like to call women predatory and opportunists. They'll be so quick to call women groupies when they date celebs. Men be on that same time too. Believe it or not, the only thing that's stopping most men from moving like this is that it's not as easy for them to utilize their sexuality and sex appeal to extrapolate the opposite sex of financial resources like it is for women to do with men. But you'll definitely see gay men do this. What's the first thing straight men say that they'll do if they can become women for a day? They'll tell you straight up, I'm going to turn some tricks. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to run these niggas' pockets. I'm going to get money from these dudes. Well, straight men can't do that because women ain't really tricking like that. We're not going to pay for a man's body. They come under the guise of love and intimacy and romance to trick women into exploiting them of their resources. They prey on women's desire for commitment, love, and affection and a family to energy harvest and to get a leg up. And a lot of women will give up everything they have solely due to the desire to be loved and cared for. So I think we really do ourselves a disservice when we act like men can't be opportunists and exploitative like this as well. And I truly believe the only reason why Cardi is finally releasing an album is because she has to pay Offset alimony. So y'all know Mary J out here touring, still to this day looking tired and miserable, uninterested. Many say it's because her ex-husband also got alimony and support. And so she has to keep touring to pay it. I truly believe that's why Cardi's finally releasing another album in order to support her financial obligation she has with this man now. And it's all because of Offset's evil, demonic, parasitic, exploitative Incubus spirit. So again, this is another telltale textbook example of a man energy harvesting from a woman in order to advance. Let's also talk about Ashanti as well, who y'all gaslit into spinning the block, and now she's getting sucked dry of her light and energy as well.
Put a finger down if you dated for over a decade, broke up, got married, had a baby, and now you have a show on Peacock.
Yes, nervous a little bit. KK's first tour? Well, you got help. You got T-Ma, you got to breathe.
I mean, and it's not only that, it's you going a lot. You're going a lot. He's about to go on tour for 200,000 million days, and I hate it. I don't like it at all. That's a long time.
No, it is. It is. It's back and forth periodically. 3 weeks here, 2 weeks back, 2 months. I think it'll be fine.
It's just the baby. It's a lot.
Well, listen, it's all you. I ain't gonna even lie. You know, I ain't got nothing for him.
Absolutely not. I know.
Until he can say, I'm hungry, until he can say, I need to use the bathroom, it's gonna be a lot of your mouth. But as soon as he started walking, I told him, I said, enjoy. Because as soon as he get to walking and talking, he with the crew.
I'm trying to understand, how is it that you just sleep through when he starts crying?
Do y'all really be up at night? I heard about it.
You know what? It's absolutely ridiculous that you'll still be dead asleep and he'll be mad loud.
But I don't even hear y'all, man.
That's ridiculous.
You know, it's a gift, I guess.
Why is that a gift?
I'm blessed with that tune out.
No, that means get up. It's your turn to change him.
I'm gonna take you back to this conversation we had. Before you kicked me under the table, I said, baby, I give you the world. I just ain't changing no diaper.
Oh my God.
In this scene, you can tell that Ashanti does not agree with Nelly's decision, but she's also doing her best to be a supportive wife and not go against her husband.
Boy. Oh. There's a lot going on today. Like what? So, they asked Big Head to perform for the inauguration.
What?
Mm-hmm. We just had a conversation.
What did he say?
He's thinking about it. I think he's kind of leaning towards doing it.
So word on the street is Nelly cheated on Ashanti just 2 weeks ago, and now the side chick is speaking out, allegedly. She's posting receipts, spilling tea on their alleged night together, and made it real clear Ashanti is not the only one that's getting Nelly.
So fans are commenting how Ashanti went from being this glowing light, a star known as being carefree, rich, beautiful, and lit. For a while, her brand was synonymous with having a banging ass body and always being pictured laid out vacationing on somebody's beach somewhere. 40 where? Ashanti has an innate natural beauty that you can't buy. She's gorgeous. Now y'all done convinced her to spin a block with this filthy, soul-sucking Incubus spirit, and we're literally watching her turn into a shell of her former self. So Ashanti's always been laughing, giggling, smiling, and lights up any room that she walks into. She's always been a vibrant light, a positive spirit. Now she's meek on the show, withdrawn, and looks very unhappy. My, how times have changed. This is textbook destiny swapping. Ashanti has always been quiet to the public, kept the bag, and was booked and busy and about her business. We never knew much about her relationships. She only confirmed she was messing with Gotti several decades later after she really had no choice but to. But we never saw her publicly with guys like that. The only time we saw her really was laid out on the beach somewhere. Now Nelly the one on tour making headlines while she's home slaving away, muling, rearing, and raising the children alone because he refuses to be a father and to effectively co-parent like he should be doing. Also, Ashanti would never tell anyone her business before this. But now that she's married to this fool, he done convinced her to let him embarrass her every 5 seconds on this reality show for a quick coin. And all this is happening because y'all done age-shamed her about being single and child-free and convinced her to spin the block. Oh, it's spin the block season. And now she done reconciled and is trapped by a soul-sucking, destiny-swapping, Incubus demon. Now she's married and has a baby by someone who the streets is saying is a lying, cheating, gambling addict, a drug addict as well, with several SA charges alleged. And do we really gotta say allegedly? Because most of these allegations he's been convicted for already. But this is telltale destiny swapping. Ashanti is an angel, just exuded positive energy and happiness and beauty and joy. And now he's feeding off that energy and is extrapolating her light and exploiting her capabilities. And here we are. Lastly, let's talk about Halle Bailey.
Now to the Little Mermaid star, Halle Bailey, who was granted a restraining order against her ex, DDG. Photographic evidence show her with a bruised arm and chipped tooth.
How's it feel, Mom and Dad, to be out?
Good, we're so excited.
It's amazing.
The couple's 2-year relationship ended last year. Halle accuses the rapper of being physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive, sometimes in front of their almost 17-month-old son. She claims DDG was violent in January when he took Halo for visitation. Quote, "At one point, Daryl was pulling my hair. He then slammed my face on the steering wheel, causing my tooth to get chipped. I then stopped fighting back." There's been no comment from DDG, and a court hearing has been set for June 6th.
I get so protective. I'm like, this is my baby.
Right now, currently, I am a little bit thicker than I usually am. And I don't really know, I feel really insecure about it a little bit, because all my life I've been like 120 pounds, really skinny, and then I had my baby, and then when I was breastfeeding, I lost a bunch of weight. So I felt like my body sort of snapped back to where I thought it did at the time, but it still was very off. And then now that I'm 25, I just feel myself like, oh, weight is sticking more. Like, okay. And I haven't had a lot of time. This is my first time I'm taking a break. Like being on this vacation with my sister. This is my first time I'm like taking a break from film. I was filming every day and being a mom to Halo every day. I didn't have time anywhere between being on set and being with Halo to work out. So I'm a little fluffy right now because I kind of fell off of my consistent workouts. I do feel a little insecure about it. And yesterday, me and Chloe, we were on the beach and we made like a fun TikTok, and I got really insecure about it after. And I had texted her and asked her like, hey, can you just take it down because I feel really bad about my body. And yeah, so people are asking like, why is it deleted?
Okay, so Halle was a blockbuster success, a literal Disney princess. She starred in a Steven Spielberg classic and is Beyonce's prodigy. Let's be real, she was guaranteed to be the next Black EGOT. The girl is a triple threat and can act, dance, and sing her ass off. She was young, rich, and lit, and America's darling. Now suddenly she's online talking about how she's struggling with weight gain and body image issues and depression and mental illness, simultaneously while the internet is gang attacking her, calling her a bitter, emotionally and physically abusive, bitter baby mama. Is it a coincidence that all that happened as soon as she had a baby with that ninja doo-doo garbage? I think the F not. If this isn't textbook destiny swapping and Incubus energy, I don't know what is. And again, the internet said it first. I'm just co-signing it. I think Halle is particularly interesting as well because she literally starred in a movie where she played gorgeous, beautiful, talented Ariel, who was heavily watched and stalked by the envious Ursula, who literally wanted to hijack her trajectory and destiny swap with her by stealing her talent and her voice.
Yes, hurry home, princess. We wouldn't want to miss old Daddy's celebration, now would we? Ha! Celebration indeed. Oh, bah! In my day, we had fantastical feasts when I lived in the palace. And now look at me, wasted away to practically nothing. Banished and exiled and practically starving, while he and his flimsy fish folks celebrate. Well, I'll give them something to celebrate soon enough. Flotsam, jetsam! I want you to keep an extra close watch on this pretty little daughter of his. She may be the key to Triton's undoing.
So I'm convinced that this is our imitating life right now with this instance because that is exactly what is happening. Like Princess Ariel, Halle Bailey is ethereal, she's angelic, she's talented, she was Hollywood's sweetheart. She had a squeaky clean, spotless image and was well loved and had a loyal following. Now look at her. She's fighting for her life, talking about unaliving ideation, saying she's going to hurt herself if this gremlin-looking ninja don't pick up the phone, battling legal issues, walking around bruised and beaten, and he turning around calling her abuser. You can't be no Disney princess if you're known as a mentally unstable, abusive baby mama, y'all. So any possibility for a sequel or any other similar Disney princess roles, that's out the window. And I know y'all don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. This is what happens when you partner with parasitic, energy-draining ninjas with an incubus spirit. This man has done nothing for her but bring her shame, embarrassment, and humiliation. And the only reason we all know who DVD is due to his affiliation with her. So again, he's usurping her of her energy, sucking her dry of her light and aura so he can get ahead. I've never heard anyone critique Halle prior to messing with him. They used to drag Chloe for trying too hard and being overly sexual, but Halle was always known as the sweet, unproblematic, quiet sister. Now, under every post, they're dragging this poor girl, calling her everything but a child of God. Doodoo Garbage was nothing more than an internet troll and struggle stream. So he's experiencing a come up and clout off her name, talking about their relationship issues online. Literally monetizing his affiliation with her by garnering clicks and views after broadcasting their relationship struggles. Meanwhile, she's become a shell of herself, overweight, and quietly dealing with postpartum depression, getting stalked and harassed by his fans online. That's textbook destiny swapping, y'all. That's that insidious incubus energy. Black woman, listen closely. Your womb is not just a body part. It's a portal of divine power. Your love is sacred. Your loyalty is ethereal. Your beauty is magical. Stop giving lifetime access to males who you shouldn't be touching with a 10-foot pole. If he is draining you of your joy, silencing your shine, and is thriving while you decline, he is not fit to be your partner. That is a mission sent to delay your elevation. Walk away. Cleanse, cut the soul tie, reclaim your destiny, call back your power, whatever you need to do to avoid this from happening. All right, that's all I got. What do y'all think about this Halle and Doodoo Garbage situation? What do y'all think about this Ashanti situation? Specifically that so many Black people were age-shaming her and harassing Ashanti, gaslighting her, encouraging her to spin the block, and now are reneging because obviously that was a mistake. What do y'all think about the idea that males may be dating these women solely to destiny swap and to exploit them of their light and energy? I'm so curious to hear y'all's thoughts. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Even if you think I should, bitch, bigger, I don't give.
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.